always say die. Here we are, killing ourselves alive. We just need one more hit, and we might just live forever. Oh, here we are.
Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our second season in career mode, we're going to be completing race 27 of 36, which is going to be at the Magic Mile, New Hampshire International Speedway for the Sylvania 300. In the last episode, we went to Richmond International Raceway for the Chevy Rock and Roll 400, where I miraculously finished in 21st place. The main reason why is because I started like 31st or something, and on the second lap, the whole field just crashed in front of me. There was smoke everywhere. I passed like 15, 20 cars. And for the remainder of the race, those positions, or most of them, stay with me even through pit stops. So because of that, UAW has still not left me. I'm kind of not liking the fact that Richmond is a good track for me this season where I'm getting lucky and stuff. I mean, I didn't really do anything there to get that position, but whenever I went to Richmond last time, I finished in 12th because I crashed into the pit while bringing out a caution. It just ruined everybody's pit strategy and stuff. But Tony Stewart got his 4th win of the season at that race, which got him 201 points in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Yep, this has just got to be Tony Stewart's championship season, back to back. Because of that decent finish, we are still in 14th place in the standings. A good 45 points, I think that is, in front of Sterling Marlin, and Matt Kenseth is 22 away from us. New Hampshire, I think it could be a good track if I just set up my car properly, because last time we came to New Hampshire, it was really tight. And on worn tires, it was so tight that I couldn't do anything. I was just losing positions rapidly at that point, just barely managing to maintain them. It's like once we get to the middle of the field, like I'm starting to kill people or keep up with them whenever it comes to just acceleration off. Johnny Benson's still irritated after what happened at Bristol. You know, we're just bumping into each other and stuff. Hermie Sadler, we crashed into him, and Jimmy Johnson, same goes. Whenever we went to Richmond, we were just racing these guys a little too hard. I remember I hit Hermie Sadler like the first lap of the race, didn't I? But let's go to race weekend. We'll quick select our chassis, engine, and body. Our chassis is used from the previous race as well as our body, but our engine, this is actually something that just got finished being built in the last episode. So it's got 70 power, 65 efficiency, got a car rating of 69, but I don't know if that's enough to get a top 10 at this track, and I really want to because, you know, UAW is just screwing us over at this point because I can't get rid of them, and they're losing me money that I could be making with a bonus at some other sponsorship. But at the same time, if I finish badly enough and they leave us, then we'll finally get to move on to that great sponsorship. So, I mean, either will work for me. We'd either finish badly and struggle with the chassis and body that we have to work with, do repairs on after this race, or, we actually finish well enough to keep the sponsorship and also make the money do it anyways. Our setup for qualifying for this race is 0.5 turns of wedge, which is actually, one notch lower than what it was last time we came here, and 20 pounds per square inch of tire pressure. I'm going to throw in turns. And that's just because I want this to be a shorter run car. We'll put it back on 25 once we start the race and everything. Ran some practice laps before recording this video just so I could get a feel for the car and try to run a good qualifying lap. And then I do that. That was such an awful turn 3 and 4 that we're going to have to make a really good second lap for qualifying. Freaking 23rd. I can't start there. They don't even get my bonus for Coca-Cola. Start 15th or better and get a bonus for that. Okay, really good turns 1 and 2. It tightened up off the corner, so we had lots of speed. Let's try to get it under 27 seconds. That should be possible considering how bad our last lap was. Okay, come on, get down to the right speed. You gonna turn off car? Okay, I gotta say, it was almost perfect lap. What do we get? It's 26.81. Oh, he said it. We're starting on pole for this race. We're probably gonna spend like the first half of the race losing like 20 positions though. So let's go to car setup. Here's the tire pressure. We're going to put that on 25 just so they don't wear down so much. I know this is a track where we got some heavy braking apparently and it really affects the tire wear. For the suspension, I would love to turn it back up to 1 so I have more comfort, but then whenever the tires wear down, it just makes me completely miserable. If I turn it worse, I mean, we'd be able to keep up with the AI as far as like grip in the corners, but we'd probably spin it like just like that. I'm going to be struggling not to spin this car with it on 0.5 now that I think about it. Mark Martin's going to be starting on the outside of me. We're using Dale Reynolds' paint scheme because he lives like right next to this track, so of course he's been here many times. Green lag, I don't know. The green flag is out and we're underway for 30 laps here at New Hampshire. Of course, as the race starts, Mark Martin just shoots past me on the outside. We got Tony Stewart flying past us, Kevin Harvick. Once we get to the middle of the field, the other guys, they kind of have the equal amount of acceleration as us, but right now these guys are just tearing us apart. I don't know what the hell Sterling Marlin just did, but he shot towards the outside wall. Okay, so we only lost 3 positions at the drop of the green flag. Trying not to get run over by Elliott Sadler behind me, though. Oh my god. Okay, shifting into third gear, getting that grip off. And because I put it in third gear, I got a lot more acceleration than everybody else. It's just, I don't think I can do that every single freaking lap because then I'll be underdriving corners for the most part. Oh, here comes Dale Jarrett. He's finally coming around me. I'm having to slow down so much more going to the corners. To the point where they're beating me in and off. At first, I was faster than them in, and if I shift into third gear, I could keep up with them. But now, it's just I can't get to shift into third gear because I have to focus so much on getting to grip in the center of the corner that I can't really spend the time doing that. And now I'm holding up Dale Jarrett, making rivalries that I don't need to be. But man, I've spent so much time playing the most perfect laps I possibly could for like 10 laps straight. So I managed to keep it in 4th place for a long time, and I'm still doing that just because I'm just really comfortable with the setup now. At first I wasn't comfortable with it, but I guess on the tire pressure at 25, it's getting that stiff amount off the corners that I want. It's just gotta make sure I slow down enough. I won't grip in, won't grip off. Still hitting Dale Jarrett. At least I didn't piss him off by hitting him there. Okay, we're still in the top 5. Pit stops are like, what, 5 laps away? Or at least they would be for me. Just don't lose the grip on entry, JC. Just don't lose it in. Once you lose the grip on entry, they all start diving underneath you and everything, and it's hard to get back down because you've already overshot at the corner and everything. We got Dale Jarrett's strap. Trying to keep up with him. Don't overdrive the corners. That's the most important thing right now, and I do. And it's so hard to get back down once you do that. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s trying to shoot around me, and I'm getting tied off. Yeah, that's tire wear here. It kills me. New Hampshire is not a heavy tire wear track, but in this game it is. Okay, Dale Earnhardt Jr., that was not necessary. I guess I wasn't high enough at the top of the track to give him room to enter and fly past me, but yeah, these leaders are just that much faster than me on tire wear. Here we go again, shifting into third gear mid-corner, but still crashing into the outside wall. Yeah, that's New Hampshire for you whenever you start career mode. I'm trying to take a pit stop, but this car is like, no, that's not going to happen. There's Jeff Gordon waiting for him, and I crashed into Jeff Gordon, forcing him to not take a pit stop. Well, you should just flew past me and make the pass. Okay, well, not going to repair damage. That's 0.5 seconds worth of crap. Okay, so 4 tires, full tank of fuel. But man, with this track, tire wear is so much worse, but I can tell it's getting better because that right front didn't turn red until like, what, lap 12? I think it was at lap 9 or 8 last time we came here. Maybe it wasn't that early, but you get the point. It's just, it still asks for so much more. Like, we're going to have tire wear conditions up to like 80% with our car if we wanted to actually compete with these guys. It's like their cars are beating the standards even though we're all having like the same equipment every race. It's just, things change with this track, and I don't know like how they have what they need whenever we come here, but not other tracks where I'm running better than some people. So off pit road, we're 23rd, and people are still taking pit stops, so please tell me we're still going to be in the top 10 after pit stops. That would be glorious. I would get a top 10, and I would love it. How many of these guys are going down pit road? Now, they're all lining up. I kind of figure that they all are. Well, anybody that's staying out, I'm gaining time on them, so that's good. Jimmy Johnson was probably running up front, so if I've been beating him because he's not taking his pit stop yet, that's awesome. Okay, I gotta get around Bill Elliott, gotta get around Jimmy Johnson, get out of the way. Everybody just get out of the way. I know y'all have to head down pit road. I don't know what Jimmy Johnson's doing, I don't know what Terry Labonte's doing, but they're keeping me from getting by him. No, you need to get out of the way. You won't let me finish the pass, and I'm trying to finish the pass. Golly, you guys should just head down pit road instead of keeping me from passing you. This is fucking ridiculous. That really damaged my car. Jeff Burton, nice alternate paint scheme. And Rusty Wallace had to fly past me. This damage is just going to make this race even harder than it already was. I mean, we're in 15th now, and people are still pitting, so I guess that means we'll find ourselves getting top 10 because people are still pitting, just like that. Maybe, maybe not. I've still got people passing me and crap just because how much slower my car is now. I thought Terry Labonte was heading down pit road, but he's still right here next to me. Or maybe I prevented him. And this car is getting so much looser into the corners, I'm not even taking him right anymore. The reason why is because it's fresh tires, but it might also be the damage making me lose into the corners. So I could possibly spin this thing eventually. Don't do what I did last season where I can prevent myself spinning the damn thing. Just look at it go now. I got Ward Burton behind me. Okay, we're in 13th, so making up positions with these people down pit road, but I think pit stops are officially over. Though I'm a lap down. I don't think I should be a lap down if someone hasn't pitted yet. I think that'd be the only case where that actually happens. So, maybe. Some people still haven't pitted yet. They're going to wait for a really long time, and we could be back in the top 10. I mean, either way, 13th is great, and we'll still be making a lot of money, but I want to get a top 10, prepare ourselves for whatever sponsor comes after UAW, if that even ever happens. Now I've got Kurt Busch, Bobby Labonte behind me. I'm really stacking up all the good drivers. Please tell me, like, a bunch of people still haven't pitted yet. I'd really like that. Oh gosh, Bill Elliott trying to get... Okay, that's 3 drivers right there that we're definitely getting positions back for. But Kurt Busch passed me, so I think I'll be in 11th? I'm not sure. I mean, Bobby Labonte's for position. We've got so many laps left, I'll probably be able to keep him behind me. Try to keep all these guys behind me as long as possible and try to get these positions back, because I don't know how many drivers in Pacific are still going down pit road, but I saw 3 right there. I don't know if that's all of them, but I just ruined turn 3 because I'm not focusing. This is what I forget. This is what I get for recording YouTube videos. I can't even speak English or drive correctly at the same time. Oh my gosh. Falling back to 15th, but I'm getting the positions back just because of those guys. Okay, well, I gained 1 position through that situation. I'm still dealing with heavy tire wear. Okay, we're about to approach like 5 to go. We can do this. We can take 12th place home. My runs off the corners are helping me catch Kurt Busch, but whenever I don't slow down extra to get into 3rd gear, I lose time on him. This is weird. I swear he just passed me a while ago, but he's actually not good enough to maintain this position because of my 3rd gear shifting. And someone overheated. Are they for position? I guess not, because I would have had it by me, wouldn't I? Well, that sucks. Darn. Come on, we can get this spot. I don't know about Jeff Burton. Not Borton, not Gordon, not Gurton. Burton, JC. You stupid head. I don't know about Jeff Burton, but I know we can get this spot on Kurt Busch right here. I'm not going to be any more patient, okay? We're going to get this spot. You are going to stay behind me for the remainder of the race right now. Go away. Oh my gosh, Kurt Busch. Okay, meanwhile, I'm just trying to take perfect corners so I can maintain the position. 3rd gear we go. Run off car, run off. Now, I don't think Tower's going to get so bad that we hit the outside wall, because I'm seeing it just fine right now. We can get a top 10. We're going to get what we're aiming for. We can do this. Why is it turning? I'm not even turning right now. Like, it started turning extra. I didn't tell it to do that. Okay, keep getting those runs off. Look at Jeff Burton, Jeff Borton, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Gurton's blocking me. Holy shit. Jeff Burton, bitch. Golly, freaking fingers are sweating. Controller's hurting my hands. Trying to get this run off. Sterling Marlin sitting up top. Get out of the way. I can do this. I can do this. Slip underneath him. Into 3. Don't spin the car. It's going to get tight right here. Little contact. Into 3rd gear we go. Okay, we got 1 lap to go. And golly, I sent him back whenever I made that contact. Okay, we got that 1 lap left. We can do this. Just keep putting it in 3rd gear in the middle of the corner. No car, get down the fucking racetrack right now. I don't like it when you do this to me. I get so freaking tight on tire to where I can't even hit the center correctly. God, they're so freaking far behind. All I have to do is take this track regularly at this point. And we were still catching some other drivers. I don't know if these 2 were for position. I know Rusty Wallace was, and is that Kevin Harvick or who? I have no idea who's in front of me. But those could have been like 8th and 9th if I realized how valuable 3rd gear was. But I didn't know if it would be possible to get top 10. But there we do. Tony Stewart got his 5th win of the season. Okay, that was Bobby Labonte and Rusty Wallace. My face cam ran out of memory while I was trying to record the outro a while ago, so now I gotta do it all over again. Already did my work on chassis and body, so we're gonna take a look at what I did in a bit, but there you see it. It's practically a win-win situation because I got a top 10 finish, made a bunch of money, and lost the sponsorship with UAW that was just ruining my career all in the same race. And we replaced it with Coca-Cola. Now, this might not sound like the smartest of ideas, but their expectations are to finish in 5th place in as many races as I can to keep the happiness up. But in all reality, I don't actually have to do that to keep the happiness up because I have Coca-Cola with secondary and associates. So as long as I'm doing what I gotta do with these 2 right here, with their places on the car, then it should stay up just like that because I can have different happiness ratings for the same sponsor. Now, I mean, if I finish 5th place in any race, I get a big bonus of $414,000. And I think that's more likely than the freaking thing where I have to have an average finish 5th place because that was practically impossible. And that was what they wanted with McDonald's, and that was probably not even going to happen until late in my 3rd season. I mean, maybe it would like happen eventually, getting an average finish of 5th place, but I don't know. I think I'd be having an average finish of 10th place next season. But yeah, next up is Dover International Speedway for the Dover 400, the night race. That is not exactly supposed to exist in career mode or season mode unless you put it in there, but yeah, it's just the preset. Race 28 of 36. We've got 9 races left in the season, and this is a 36 race contract with Coca-Cola, so that means it's going to end in literally the same race that I just ran, except next season. So that was Tony Stewart's 5th win of the season, tying him with Ryan Newman, of course, who's in 5th place, 446 points behind. Yep, it's back-to-back championships for Tony Stewart, calling it from this point on. We got 9 races left, but yeah, I know he's got it. And we, of course, because we finished in 10th place, are still 14th place in the point standings. We're 15 points behind Matt Kenseth. I swear we finished in front of him because I remember passing him as he entered pit road. He must have finished just like 3 or 4 positions behind me because he was like 22 points ahead of me before that race. And of course, Sterling Marlin, I honestly figured after what happened at Pocono, he'd get back around me in points. But he just hasn't been able to recover. At Pocono, he blew up and then Stan Barrett crashed into him. But no, he just hasn't been able to put things back together and get past me. Jimmy Johnson, yeah, he was trying to take a pit stop and he was moving down the track. He wasn't giving me any room and I had to pass him and just crashed into him going to turn 3. We had a situation with Dale Jarrett. Kurt Busch is a little ticked. I think that might have been from some contact at Richmond, but I don't even remember. Johnny Benson, yeah, that's almost gone from Bristol, but let's get out of here. Take a look at the shop edition, which is the templates for the body downforce that's going to be increased by 10%. That's going to arrive in 4 races. Looking forward to that because I'm really not working enough on my bodies. I'm always going to engine, chassis, then body. So, of course, body's always late on everything. And because of that, I had to tell them just to repair this right here with the bodies, which we just used in the last race. And it's only got 64 downforce and 63 drafting, though it needs to be overhauled. But the reason why I didn't do that is because I wanted to overhaul my chassis and get better grip. We're going to be using this in the next race with 70 tire grip and 67 tire wear. And, well, this is worn down just 5% just like the other thing was. And we got the tire grip up to 71 and 68. Now, I kind of want better chassis than body. I mean, if I had to pick one, that's just what I go for. And now we've got 7 races before this great chassis arrives that we just started working on. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to try to get some better pit crew members, better builders if we can, just because I always want to see if I can get the best memberships on my team so that we can find ourselves continuing to grow as fast as possible. Because, I mean, some pit stops just haven't been that fast. And I think some of the members that make slow pit stops earlier in the season, they're still here. But, yeah, we're using Legend Racer 88's paint scheme in the next episode just because Dale Earnhardt Jr. was good at Dover back whenever he was racing there in the day. I remember he won the 2001 Dover race that was done in memory of all the lives that were lost on the September 11th attacks in 2001. So, I mean, that's a good reason to be drafting this paint scheme. So, see you next time. That's that. And episode over.